This is a journey into vlog.
Hey! I'm walking here!
Alright, well hey, it's time for day one TransCan Bigwave's Walk and Talk here, brought to you by Racetech and your Canadian Racetech service centers. Make sure you check out in the description below where you can find your Racetech service centers. Yeah, you can check that out for sure, but thanks to Racetech for getting behind us on these things. What we're going to do, because there are races every day, this isn't kind of a summary thing, what we'll do is I'll kind of go through the old notepad and we'll talk about, you know, what we saw, who won what, how the classes went, just to kind of give you a bit of a summary on how the day went. So we'll kind of go through that. Obviously the big news here is track running backwards, right? So I mean, the thing was, everybody's like, okay, how's this going to race? I did my lap on my mountain bike yesterday, and I thought it looked great. I thought a couple little things, and it turns out I was right on a couple spots where I thought, okay, this could be trouble, this could be trouble. And the guys were super open to hearing criticisms, and they're going to make some changes for tomorrow. They saw some stuff that they want to change, so that's cool. I know I think one of the things I said they're going to change were the rollers. They thought they were a little bit too quick going backwards the way they had them. Guys are actually tripling in and then flying through them pretty quickly. So there's that. So they're looking for that to change it tomorrow. So watch for that. And there goes Daniel Elmore. He's heading for the hills. He doesn't want to talk, but no, we're yeah. So we'll get through that. That was kind of the big news, was running the track backwards. We're going to we'll walk through here. We're kind of heading through the back behind the pro pits here. I say Tuesday Oz over there. Too bad it's Wednesday. Too bad it's Wednesday. Yeah, but yeah, so what else do I have in my notes here? Obviously, yeah, just to point out, they took a huge gamble, a huge chance. The story goes that they were Barry Hetherington and Brett Lee were sitting around. They had a school, like one of their motocross schools going on, and they're sitting around, and someone was goofing around, went backwards on the track. No, that sounds worse than it is, but someone was going backwards. They stopped and looked at each other, and Brett said, "Do you think we could?" And Barry said, "Yep, I think we could." So they went, said, "Yeah, let's do it backwards. I think I can make this thing work backwards." So that's what they did. So we're going backwards. They obviously did it like 30 years ago or something like that. And I see you in there, you guys. I didn't see the 2.6 out there today.
No, not today.
How come? Oh, whoops. Put your dad's drinks away.
That one's for Sunday night.
No, of course. I don't edit this, you know. See you, boys. Anyway, yeah, so yeah, and the kind of the idea too was that you know, people come from all over the country. They come from all over North America too, but kind of evens out the playing field, right? Some people come all the way from BC or whatever, the East Coast, and they're like, well, we never get a chance to ride this track. People from Ontario get to ride it all the time, so this really evens it out. So that's I think that was pretty cool idea. I like it. They didn't really till it very deep today, so you might hear a lot of people, when we talk to them, they're like, well, it was kind of one line, it was very smooth, kind of slippery. They did that on purpose, obviously. They want to let everybody kind of get used to where it's going and everything. And the word is that they will till it deeper and get this thing rutted up. Some classic Walton lines and everything should develop for tomorrow. So we'll see if that transpires. But yeah. So Wednesday, day one of racing, hot, sunny. There was a breeze though, and there wasn't a whole lot of humidity. It was actually quite pleasant here. It was pretty cool. Tomorrow there's a talk, there might be some rain in the forecast. I don't know when. I just saw rain. I don't know if that means morning, afternoon, all day. I don't think it'll be that bad, but so any bit of rain. So there was practice all morning, and then we headed to motos. They're a little bit behind. They were going to, I see part of the Davies family over there. Unfortunately, Blake Davies. We'll talk about that in a minute though. Yeah, so they were a little bit behind. 2 o'clock, I think the 250 intermediate was the first moto out there. They were out on their sight lap at 2 o'clock. There's the dairies over there. Hey, you know what's funny? Sometimes we joke about the fact that I snapped my socks inside your motorhome. Wasn't even thinking.
I'm coming over to your place.
Do it.
Yeah.
Bring a dustbin.
All right.
Oh man, Ryan and Peter Dairy. Okay, so But oh yeah, I spoke with after, because I got here to see practice, and I talked to Jay Burke, and he's always a guy that you'll get a straight answer from. So I asked him what he thought of the track. He kind of said, you know, he mentioned just what I said there. Seemed maybe a little bit one-lined. He said it was hopefully going to be. You could tell. He said you could actually tell that some of the turns were backwards. Is kind of the way he put it. So you know what I mean? They were reversed. So again, just little things like you know, I guess where the apex, how it kind of angled and stuff like that. So anyway, that's what Jay had to say. But let's get to the first moto. Unless when I turn my page, there's something else. Let's see. Oh yeah, he even joked. I said, "Hey, we're getting that finish line triple." He says, "I wasn't even able to get over the table." So yeah. So coming from a guy in a 450 out there who is an ex-pro. That's saying something about the difficulty of getting around there. Oh, there's Brock Henry cleaning up his bike. Number 52. Let's see. There was a bit of, again, like I said, they didn't till it super deep, so there was a little bit of dust started showing at like 12:30. You can see a bit of dust. But again, I was talking with them, asking them about it, and I was told that they kind of left. It was kind of the jump faces that you would see a little bit of dust come up, because they wanted those to get very solid and hard and firm up, right? They didn't want to till those. They didn't want them to get ruddy. They wanted them to pack in, so you've got like a solid base to work with. So that was kind of the idea from that. Okay, let's move over here. The Super Mini class is deep. I'm kind of looking at just some little notes I made as I went here. The Pro-Am class is also deep. Just about everybody's racing it. I think there were 40 bikes on the line, or 38 anyway. Let's see. Oh, we had the Dave Bell music mix going, and I thought I was going to make it through the entire day without hearing any country or Nickelback, and he got me late in the day. Boy, the country mix came on, and not that it would matter, but there's no new country mix either. So no new. I don't want new country. I want, you know what I'm saying. It was nothing different from before. Anyway, that's kind of the joke. I always kind of like to bug him about the music, but. The guy in there, we got T Parrott in there. He's actually back in riding, so good to see him back on the track. All right, so yeah, T Parrott's back. So just again, as we do these things, we kind of just things. Look at this. By the way, 7:30 is the golf cart parade. So we'll kind of work our way that way as we go. So kind of like we did last year too. We kind of watch them all go by. Okay, 250 intermediate was first. But I need to talk about number 56, Blake Davies. We just saw his mom there walking over to their pits. Blake went out, he was practicing starts, and then he did like 2 or 3 starts, something like that. Went out, did a lap, kind of checked the track out, came around, picked up the speed. You do the start, it goes down a hill, kind of around a berm and up over the ski jump tunnel. Same jump as you do after the first turn going the other way. He launched, he landed in some soft stuff. The bike just stuck, and he went over the bars, bike followed him. Ended up he's got a broken collarbone, so he went to the hospital, get checked out. Sure enough, it's broken. So unfortunately, Blake Davies is out. So the intermediate class just got a little bit easier for the top few guys. So that really sucked. Let's go to the, let's have a look here. Hey, by the way, okay, so 250 intermediate, gate drops. Number 95, Evan Stewart gets out front. Evan Stewart straight off, he was at Loretta Lynn's, so cool to see him back here. Still a very deep field. Let's see, who do we have here? Oh, it was sorry, Ryder Malinowski. So it's kind of when he was first out. Yeah, someone's gonna make fun of me, and I'm gonna have to edit this, but I'm not gonna edit it.
Billy's walking around the pits. Are we vlogging here, Billy?
We're vlogging, buddy.
Where's the golf cart parade?
Look that way.
Oh wow!
You're right.
Perfect.
Get on it. Well, what kind of a, that's not a parade. Look at that thing. That's just a tarp. That's just a tarp. But okay, sorry. So it was Ryder Malinowski. So we got here and I saw number 91 on the bike, 981 on the back. I'm like, is that Ryder Malinowski? And sure enough, it was. So the first moto was amazing. Evan Stewart got out front. Ryder Malinowski got right up with him, and they just they battled, went at it for sure. So that was a good one. It was really cool to see Noah Porter is here, number 600. And I heard a story that they were considering maybe not coming, but because we kind of saw him out west, and we're kind of, he's a fast kid, and we were hoping that we'd see him out here. So I think he spoke with maybe Brock Hoyer and stuff like that too, and they decided, you know what, let's go. All right, oh, hang on, the parade's taking off.
Imagination, what is
All right, so that's that. So also we're looking, obviously Creighton Dillon is in this class too, intermediate, 250 intermediate. He didn't get a good start, he had to make passes, it took him a long time. We just saw Brock Henry back there. He just couldn't get by Brock Henry for the longest time. Finally did get around him. Ended up, they were doing like I did 2 laps of the top 2 guys and they were doing at 4:02. So I don't know if they're doing 2:01s. I did clock Creighton Dillon at a 2:02, the one that I checked. So anyway, in the finish, it was Evan Stewart right on, just barely ahead of Malinowski. So that was a good battle. And behind them, he ended up gapping a little bit on Brock Henry, was Creighton Dillon. So that was that one. 65-7-9. That was next. Whole shot to number 19, Deegan Gibney. And then there was a number 32, who I wasn't sure who that was. A little guy named Parker Beckington. They're from Michigan. He came up with the TCD folks, Heather and Tim from TCD. They brought him up, so that's good to see them. People love to hate me doing this. Mike Parliament. But yeah, so it was really good to see him from Michigan here. It looked very quick. He was in the battle too, so that was good to see them. But Deegan Gibney would hold on to it ahead of the little Michigan guy, Beckington. So that was cool. Chandler Powell was up in the mix, but William Poirier got around him to steal the 3rd place in the finish, so that was good. 30B. Now, there is no 30A, so when people are going, why are ex-pros racing in the 30B class, it's because there's a 20 plus 25 class, and that is technically the, you know, your pro guy, your older pros, whatever, right? So 30B is just another age group. There's 25, there's 30, so yeah, so that's why there were some ex-pros in the 30B class, which one of which, good to see back after 10 years, was Kyle Thompson. Kyle's always doing our little intros on our MTB, our mountain bike laps. So, hey, there's Tim right there. We just talked about him. We just talked about him bringing a little Beckington up, and there's Tim right now. Yeah. Talking with the Vineys.
What you realize is what you put into it and what you do now, right? Like, it's not like Dad's just talking to talk anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like, Dad's talking because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Vineys, they were just down at Loretta's.
Oh gosh, all right.
We'll see this whole week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was nice seeing you.
See you guys.
Let me know. I will.
I got.
We won't bug him, but yeah, he brought, it was them that Tim, TCD Tim there, brought up Beckington. But okay, so in the 30B class, as we're like, oh, there's the Dillons. Let's go. Oh, he's got the fly swatter out. Creighton, buddy, nice try there, buddy. You need a start.
Yeah, I've been struggling with my starts all year long.
Do you mind if I come in and bug you?
Pardon?
Can I mind if I come in and bug you?
You're all right.
All right. I got you at a 2:02 lap time. Was that equal to what the guys were doing at the front there? Were you closing on them? How was it?
I mean, I don't know, bad start. I got stuck behind a bunch of riders, but I mean, we made our own and made it back up to 3rd. I feel like if I get a good start, I feel like I can hang with those guys.
I was just talking about you actually, because I just got through that race talking. It took too long to get around Brock Henry, man. You had such a hard time getting around him.
Yeah, I mean, the track's fun, but it's a little bit one line. I mean, I don't know, I really like it. The Walton Raceway did a decent job at it. I'm happy and excited to go racing tomorrow.
All right, man. Well, good luck. Good to see it. It's not, obviously, it's 3-moto format. You're still in it. We'll see you. Sorry to bug your dinner, the guys. Okay. All right. So yeah, Creighton Dillon, we were just talking about him, and yeah, like I say, just he took a long time to get around Brock Henry, and then he was, I don't know if he was closing on them or not, but anyway, he's in that battle in the intermediate classes, so we'll have to watch how that goes. Getting back to 30B, who do we have there? Oh, it's good to see a few guys back here. We see number 120, Jim Fredrickson made the trip from the middle of the country. Good to see him here. And Shane Cuthbertson, I tell you, you do not want Shane Cuthbertson behind you in a race. Or in front of you. He does not, this guy does not give up. I'm impressed with the mental strength of this guy. He got passed twice while he was leading, passed back for the lead twice to 2 different people. I don't know if I've ever seen it. Who does that? Who gets passed, passes them back, gets passed by a different guy, passes them back, and takes a win? Like, that's pretty impressive. I mentioned Kyle Thompson. He's out there in the number 48. He came back. I had written down here, battle to the death. These guys just went at it, and look at this guy. Derek Schuster has a couple of his riders are racing. Noah Viney and both Noah Viney and Jake Piccolo are racing the Pro-Am here this week too. Dylan Wright, no, but the other 2 guys are. So So anyway, like I say, it was Shane Cuthbertson, Kyle Thompson to the death. Fastest of the day was old Conway there in number 451. Conway, he was moving up. He was looking pretty good. He was hitting some style, some popping up over some of the jumps are pretty peakies. Some of the ones he was looking really good, I thought. So good to see him. He made it up into third. Like we mentioned, he did have the fastest lap time of the race. So good to him. But it was pretty crazy that we were all watching the 30B class. Like it was such a good race. I'll have to see what Kyle Thompson has tomorrow. He's going to need to start off. Say, okay, Super Mini. The E-Can watching the Super Mini class was really something. I mean, they were like they were interchangeable. The top six were interchangeable, and the same thing looks like it's going to happen here. Although the young guys kind of at first kind of peeled away a little bit. Talking about Dexter Seitz, Braxton Zeitner. And but then Jaden Riley had to come from a pretty bad start. I guess he was 4th or 5th or something like that. He had to move his way up through the pack, which he did, and he took the win. He ended up gapping the guys a little bit. Dexter Seitz ended up 2nd, but so it was pretty Super Mini, as always, is one of the classes that obviously we all like to watch. So keep an eye on that one. 50 GP. That was, who do we have here? Oh, number 496. I don't know him. He's from Holland Landing, Ontario, but Jace Solwanchuk. I don't know him. He's a fast kid, number 496. Good for him. He was in a nice battle out there. Had the lead early. Hart Quinlan was behind him, and then number 45 is Hayden Bellin, which it was another name I don't know. Look at these guys. How's the oh? You got some throat lozenges there?
Yeah, a little after dinner mincer, you know. It's been a long day there, friend. We're up on the podium doing our things, and now we got to hang out with the children and talk shop.
Is this that looks like some Lockhart. That looks like a Lockhart in there.
Yeah. Hard to tell, eh? Hard to tell.
Are you not in the parade?
No. Well, I went backwards in the parade, so I got kicked out.
You got
You thought it was the same as the track. She's just thought it was the same as the track. She's going the right direction.
Hey, good job today, guys.
Thanks, Billy.
We'll see ya. All right. So yeah, sorry, I mentioned that. Yeah, so Walchuk there. Up front early. Later on, let's see. Bellin made the pass, took the win. I think it was is he the one that said it was his 2nd time here? Ended up taking the win. Did a little interview. I started off the day doing podium interviews. After they finished, I would grab the kids with just my cell phone and do a quick little interview with them. So I did one with him. It's funny interviewing the little 50 kids. Some pretty one-word answers most of the time, so that's kind of funny. So watch that one. That was definitely a case of that one. So it was pretty good. But he took the win ahead of 496, and then little Cade Dupuis was after him. Okay, so then we took a break, and it was kind of weird that they did all kinds of track work before the Pro-Am race, which is kind of strange, right? They watered it, they tilled it, and made a smooth track for that for the pros. We'll have to talk. Here's Tim here. I'll have to talk to him about that. But hey, Tim, did anybody get in trouble today?
Just a couple people. Just a couple. Just a few.
All right. Tim doesn't take any guff. No guff. But yeah, so then the Pro-Ams came out and talk about, actually I headed his way early when I first started this walk and talk here, and I wanted to talk to young Tanner Scott because he got out front in this moto and stayed there for a long time. It took Ryder McNabb, who didn't get the greatest start. He had to come up and make some passes, but he came up, and it, man, very impressive to see Tanner Scott stay up there. We know he's fast here, but it's backwards. So, you know, who knows who's going to be fast here. And he was, and he stayed there. So he held up a long time. Ryder McNabb had to get around Noah Viney, got around 14. A nice pass inside. He had to kind of push the issue there right before the finish line. You can kind of, if you go wide, you can sweep and do the triple, well, table to a double kind of thing. But or if you go inside, which he did, he kind of made a little bit of a stuff pass on Quinn Amiot, nowhere to go. That's all he had. He had to do it though, so you can't hold it against him, that's for sure. And I don't think Quinn did either. Yeah, like I said, that happened a couple times actually. So he made that pass. Let's flip it over here. So yeah, so late in that one, it was Ryder McNabb followed by Tanner Scott, Quinn Amiot, Noah Viney had kind of lost a bit of touch, but he came back on this one. So Noah looked really good. Obviously, he likes the hard pack stuff. So he ended up, the lead 4 ended up pretty close together actually. Let's see where I can cut through, get to a different lane here. You know, I'm gonna go through here because I see Jaden Riley. I don't think he likes talking to the camera, so I'm just gonna cut through here. Just cutting through. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. We were just talking about your moto. You had to make some passes. We're doing a little vlog. Do you mind talking about it? I got Jaden Riley here. Just came back from Loretta's. Jaden, buddy, sorry to interrupt your quiet time here, buddy, but how'd it go? I know we did a quick interview, but for this, how'd it go? This is for YouTube. How did it go, buddy, your race?
Yeah, it was good. Definitely, it was an okay start, and then just tried picking my way through from there. Got into the lead, and I definitely wanted to be over quick, but
yeah, you said it was the longest race ever, right?
Yeah, felt like it was forever. Checking the results, I led for 4 laps at the end, so definitely was a long 4 laps.
Yeah, it's funny. If you're in second, it's the shortest race. Leading, it's the longest race. How old are you now, by the way?
I turned 15 last April.
All right, so you're getting a little taller. How much time do we have left on the little bike? When are we moving up?
I think next year. So after, we'll do minios on the Super Mini, okay. And then we'll move to the big bike after that.
Awesome. All right, man. And hey, Loretta's, how was Loretta's? Give us a quick rundown on that mud fest.
It was okay. In the first moto, I was doing all right, and then my my silencer fell off, so I lost all my top end speed. So then I just slowly started dropping from there, and then second moto, motor blew up, and then so after that one we got it fixed, and then the next moto I got 11th, so that was good. I was happy with that. And then the next moto after that, on the second lap, another motor blew up.
This sounds crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely wasn't cheap for sure.
Oh boy.
But then in the third moto, what happened?
Wasn't that your good one?
No, I don't even remember. There's too many, but I know I had some bike problems, and yeah, it was definitely lots of ups and downs, and yeah, but it was fun.
All right. Well, you're only on the track once today, so I'm guessing you had a busy day tomorrow, or what do you got?
Yeah, I think I got 2 motos, maybe 3. I don't know if Super Mini's at the end of the day, but I ran 9:30, I think, for 85, and then after intermission, I raced Schoolboy.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for letting us bug you here, buddy. Good to see you, man, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, so that's number 48, Jaden Riley, out of Alberta. So good to see him. So anyway, by the Quinn Amiot made the exact same pass on Tanner Scott. That was done to him with 2 to go right there in that last corner right there. So in the end, it was Ryder McNabb took the win. The Quinn Amiot, Tanner Scott in 3rd place against some pretty heavy hitters. If you take a look at the results of the Pro-Am, man, he really goes well here. Then Noah Viney, and then behind him was Jake Piccolo. He was kind of back, didn't really look like he was pushing it at all too much at first, and then near the end he kind of thought, okay, I'm going to push it a bit. He made some passes, got up, and he was actually closing in on that top 4. So see what he does the rest of the week, see what he can do for the final race on Sunday. Looks like he's close to being back to where he was, but obviously he's just kind of being smart about it and trying to work his way in. So yeah, so Ryder McNabb took that win. There he is. We talked earlier, buddy. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Did you race today?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
All right. I got an okay start. I got 8th place. The race was really bad today.
Okay. I don't see any bruises though. You're all right.
I'm all right. I came off like all red.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. What's your name and number?
Cade, number 377.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, good. We talked before, so good luck tomorrow. All
right. Thanks.
I'll see you, man. Yeah, we were talking to him earlier, and he said, hey, okay, let's do an interview. I said, all right, if we see you later, we'll do one. So that was it. Number 3. Okay, so yeah, then the plus 50 came out. That not a whole lot to talk about here, and I want to apologize to because here we go. There's dad of the year. No, I mean dad of the 33 that I was just talking about. Who had the awesome ride, and he actually went out and raced an electric bike and bashed his head against the bars. And I'm not sure. Let's see if he's a little loopy still from his bar kiss. We got Jim Scott raced the. Was it an Alta I saw you on? Were you on an Alta? What is Alta?
Factory.
Jim Scott, we were just talking. We just went through the Pro-Am race, talking about your boy Tanner. Killed it. Ended up 3rd there.
Yep.
You have to be happy with that.
Super stoked. I mean, he made a couple of mistakes there at the end, and let Ryder by, and then let Quinn by. But
I wouldn't say he let them by.
Well, he just said to me there was 2 lines there, and he thought if he took the outside it'd be faster. The inside was obviously faster,
yeah.
And
it is faster unless there's a guy trying to pass you, blocking you.
I was pretty stoked. Good start. You know, obviously, you know, that starts everything here. The kids are complaining. I really like the way the track is. going this way.
I wonder if it's better for effect, because when I rode on my bicycle, I thought I would like to ride this track. Now, maybe at that speed it's not as good, I don't know, but I think for maybe not quite that pace.
The only really big jump is the natural, and I mean, I feel as though if we would have got a day to ride here with them too, and it would have been a lot, like a lot better. But I mean, I was terrified that they were just going to push the dirt up on top and it was going to be soft and you're going to be sinking into it. It's not the case at all. And then all that rain, I thought it was going to be soft. I rode it, it's excellent, lots of lane choices.
Well, let me ask you this, Jim. You rode an electric bike out there, the Alta, and you said you maybe kissed the bars pretty hard. Are you okay? Saw some stars?
My oldest son is telling me that I need to get in better shape. And
Hunter, is Hunter here?
Yeah, Hunter's here. Yeah.
Okay.
He comes to every Walton. This is his, he hasn't even rode. But yeah, I probably need to ride a little bit more and train a little bit more, but I have a lot of fun with my kids here, and it bothers me that Sylvain Brodeur is not riding. He always brings beer to the podium. He's an awesome guy. I need to get back into the top 10. My electric bike isn't giving me a good finishes.
Yeah.
So I'll work on it for the rest of the week.
All right, man. Well, hey, good chatting with you. Good to see Tanner do so well out there against those guys. It was awesome to see. He just went by. You know, people try to avoid me on these, but we'll get him. We'll get him. All right, thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
See you, man. All right, yeah, Jim Scott, he was out there on the 57 Alta. Plus 50, like I was just saying. Chris Pomeroy just demolished it. I think he's fairly new to that. I think his 50th birthday might have been this year. Was he 50 or 51 this year? One of the two. I think he's fresh. He's the young buck of the that class. But all right, yeah, plus 50. So yeah, Chris Pomeroy took that. Behind him, it was Dan Trico, and then behind him, it was Ship It. Ladies class, no surprise there. Ev Brodeur took the win in that one. Got the whole shot, got out front early. It's cool to see number 15 Brianna Sheltema is here. So she made a point of saying on the stage that it's the closest she's ever been to Ev in a race. So that was kind of good to see her within a few seconds. Gentlemen, what's up? Woo! Are you going swimming?
Yeah.
Bloodsuckers in it, careful. Yeah, so it was good to see that. And behind her, Kaylee Kerr, the 3W, was up there. Look at this Marco Dubé putting bikes away. Look at that, one of the better looking bikes you'll see. Look at this color combo. We're gonna go catch the 41 here. We have Marco Dubé. Look at this, check this out. Uh-oh. How are you, Marco?
I'm doing well, and you?
You're moto dad now, moto dad extraordinaire. How'd the young lad do?
Mechanic. Oh, he had a rough day, but we're glad we're here. We're just blessed because he got hurt in the Shamble.
Oh, okay.
First race, first lap.
Oh, shoot, okay.
And he haven't touched the bike since.
Oh.
So the doctor gave him the okay to go ahead and enjoy himself.
Okay.
Race because you know, you cannot aggravate the injury. No, it's his hand, like that little bone right here.
Oh, okay.
But hey, well, it was tough.
These are colors you don't always see. Whose idea was this? Who's
Alexi? This is Alexi, my boy. You know, he loves it.
Oh yeah,
he's a
designer.
Oh yeah, he's the designer for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, check it out. Well, yeah, it is. Look at that. There you go. All right, Marco. Are you ever on a bike these days?
The Shamble, I was there for a few days, you know, the first, the FXR day and on Tuesday as well.
You rode?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice, man.
But
what number do you put on your bike? 41?
What do you think? 41?
Okay. All right. All right, dude, have a great week. Good luck, you guys. Marco Dubé. If you don't know who that is, you better do a little bit of history. So yeah, pardon me. Brandy McClarty, very impressed with her riding there. Number 2, she made some passes, made a pass on Malia Garant. Uh-oh, here we go. Yeah, so she looked very good, Brandy McClarty. She ended up 4th with Malia Garant behind her, and then Hannah Cole, who's back from Loretta's as well. 65, 10, 11. This was the Tala Medaglia show. Man, the kid, he's really showing some speed. He just got back from racing Loretta's as well. I think that was his first trip down there. Ahead of young Jeremy Bellafoy and Cruz Gordon there. So that was a really good ride though by, man, the improvements by, I mean, obviously the pedigree, you got Heidi Cook, Tyler Medaglia as parents, but you know what I mean? Like he looks legit now. He was doing I think pretty much every jump except maybe the natural double or something like that too, but he looked really good. So watch for the number 15 in those classes. So good to see them. I have a little note here with a wow beside it. So yeah, very good. And then it was the 250 Junior to end the day, man. Day one ended with the 250 Junior, and it will end the whole show of 250 Junior. So we got people walking by. We got to, you can't sneak by without getting on the camera. But what do we got here? I see Stevie Shore over there. We'll head into the mix here. There's probably lots of people over here, but we're at 30 minutes here, so we'll get to the final race here and talk about that 250 Junior. I called this one top 3. I think it was, I believe it was Nathan Fraser, number 21. I was over by the finish line, so I didn't really see the start, but it looked like a Husqvarna, and I think it was probably number 21, Nathan Fraser, out front early, but it didn't take very long for number 7, Bobby Gravel, and then number 613, Cole Pranger, to get around him, and those guys kind of separated themselves from the rest of the field. No surprise there, with Bobby taking the win, Cole Pranger taking second, and then a really nice ride. Asher Brown, good to see number 517 here from BC. He didn't get the greatest start, had to battle his way up. Took him a while to get around Campbell Searle, number 45. These guys, we got some speedsters here. We're gonna listen in here. I think maybe there's some trouble. But Tim's involved, but he's smiling. That's not right. Hey guys, hey, you didn't ride today, did you? You raced today?
No.
How come?
He was thinking he can have a gate in the super mini class, but he was in the waiting list.
Ah, too bad. C'est dommage.
Yeah.
That's c'est tout. No
No,
race?
he's racing two-stroke in 85.
Oh, good.
And we tried to get him in the schoolboy one.
Is that what we're talking about with
Yeah.
Tim? Come on, Tim. Have you seen this kid ride? Get him in there.
Oh, I know. He's one of the top.
Oh yeah, man. All right, well, good luck. See you guys. All right, that was Alex Tremblay, number 20. I was wondering why he wasn't out there. He really impressed me at Deschambault. Real fast kid. So yeah, good to see that. And that was little Alec Godano there. But yeah, so in the end, it was Bobby Gravel. I mean, Bobby is going to be tough to beat for the for the bronze boot. I mean, bronze boot, Yamaha. For the JSR award, you got the JSR award and the Yamaha at the ECAN at Deschambault. So I mean, not a whole lot stopping this kid right now in the junior classes. So it'll be interesting to see how that shapes out. It's going to be tough for him to beat. Cole Prang is going to need some starts. Asher Brown looked good in this class, so he could actually, if he gets a good start, maybe he could run with those guys. But that's how it ended. Yeah. Oh, I mentioned the Asher Brown. I have it written down here that he kind of got by. He was a little bummed. I could tell that Searle was a little bummed afterwards. He kind of yelled at the lapper as he went by him. But it sounds like they got into lappers, and Asher went around the wide and was able to make the pass when Searle went inside and ended up getting kind of caught up with the rider. So anyway, that's how racing goes, right? So anyway, that was how it ended here. Yeah, day one, not a cloud in the sky. It was just mint. There was a breeze. Perfect. The guys are going to be, well, they are working on the track now. Yeah, there's a scavenger hunt coming up at 8. I guess it's now. Scavenger hunt happening. The parade is over. So that was day one. Tomorrow, let's have a look here. What do we start off with? First moto on Thursday is going to be Schoolboy 2, then girls 9 to 16, and then plus 25 and plus 40A. So yeah, we start up early again tomorrow, and away we go. What's happening over here? I guess we'll keep it. We'll take it easy. We'll take it easy tonight. We won't grab too many more people and stuff like that. But we'll kind of end it there for day one. We might do a little more extensive interviews and everything when we get to the finals, when we get some Moto 3s and we have some champions crowned. But for day one, we'll just kind of end it there and say big thanks to Race Tech. Check out your Canadian Race Tech service centers in the description, and certainly check them out online. Try to find one if you can. Thanks to them for the support of direct motocross and stuff we do here. Yeah, like I say, when I looked before, there was some rain in the forecast, but I don't know what that means exactly. So I'd have to take another look and see what they're calling for. But hey man, same for everyone. They have promised deeper tilling, so we're expecting some ruts tomorrow. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But I think I just also want to say that because of what they did today, it was fast, the track was fast, but I didn't see a whole lot of medic calls. So I think their plan may have worked. Good stuff for that. And we'll see what happens tomorrow when we get some more ruts in this place. And yeah, till tomorrow night, we'll do this again. Yeah, I started interviewing everybody right after their podium, so I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up that pace, but we'll try certainly for all the first motos of everybody, just so you kind of get a chance to see who's winning the first motos of each class and stuff. But yeah, until tomorrow, have a good night. We'll see you day 2.